Ugh, don't let them take out my guards! I need to focus on Steel's security shields. Worthless robots. Next time I'm ordering from overseas. Protect my guards. We don't have much time. I've got to upgrade these walking junk piles. I've got to start making these robots out of promethium or something. I can't focus on these security shields if my guards keep taking dirt naps. Let's get out of here before his repair bots arrive. Perfect! We've got everything we came for. Just one last thing. The heart of Steel's operation. And the tech I've been searching for. Now, if I can just get past his workshop security protocols... without tripping the alarms... Quickly, get in here and keep his security scraps off of me and my entourage so I can get these security shields down. Excellent diversion. I see you really took that trashing other people's property bit to heart. Now, I need you to locate and demolish the jackhammer foreman. I don't want him poking that thing around my infiltration forces. Thanks for proving that brute force does indeed have its place at the supervillain table. Enjoy your spoils. I know I'll be enjoying mine. I need you to thin the herd while I gather more information about Steel's latest robotic research. I've identified several key areas for you to strike. You hired goon types enjoy trashing other people's property, right? With that safety valve out of commission, that will make it harder for the construction robots to triage the situation. Once those sabotaged robots work their way into the fold, they're sure to send Steel's construction and defense efforts crumbling. You've got a knack for roguery, don't you? Oh, drat! The communication units are onto us and have dispatched one of the foremen to protect the terminal. Dismantle that garbage can on legs, and the terminal. Ha! Well done! That'll be a wrench in Steel's works. They say competition is good for the industry. So, how about some friendly industrial sabotage? Target Steel's production line. That will prevent him from bolstering his defenses or replacing his losses. With fewer turrets to deal with, my robots should be able to break through Star's defensive line. Now, I need you to find the Star Labs commander and send him to an early retirement. Those hacks at Star Labs will regret throwing their lot in with Steelworks. They're self-certified geniuses. They should know better than to get in my way. Star Labs and Steelworks go together like these two olives in my martini. And I want their defensive perimeter shaken. Carve out a hole in the line of turrets they've set up in the northern part of the facility. That should give us plenty of information. But the data is unstable. Hurry, get to a nearby communication array. From there, you'll be able to send the data to my off-site nerve center. The transmission has begun. It'll take a few moments to transmit all the data. In the meantime, don't let any of those walking scrap piles near the terminal. This information is key to discovering how Steel has managed to block my peering into the future, even if he hasn't yet discovered it himself. Isn't messing with time fascinating? Steel's robots use a series of terminals to relay data back to the main command center. Find one of those terminals and tag it with this data worm. That clever little worm will gather up as much information as possible before Steel's emergency firewall locks it out. Brilliant! The Star Labs rent-a-cops will think they're being attacked by Steelworks! That was extremely entertaining. Thanks for that. I'm going to pour myself a martini, sit back, and enjoy watching the seeds of distrust grow. I'm sick and tired of Steel's alliance with Star Labs. I'm going to take a page out of my own book and drive a wedge between those two. Get to the robot storage facility and take direct control of a Steelworks construction robot. We're going to surprise the hell out of some of Star's infantry troops. At this rate, Steel will have to dumpster dive behind the discount electronics store to find any spare parts. Without an army of those transport robots, Steel will have a hard time collecting the spare parts he needs to repair his robots. I've got one more eensy-weensy task for you. Steel has been hiding his latest research experiments in a building nearby. Acquire whatever data he's been collecting. That scoundrel! That incorrigible shark! I won't stand for him stealing my experiments! First he horns in on tachyon research with his scrambler, and now this! I don't much care for his table-turning nonsense. Thank you for taking care of it. Our little siege has really turned this place over. It's like the robot apocalypse out there, circuits and scraps everywhere. Steel's sending out some robots to collect those scraps for recycling and reuse. Put a stop to his socially responsible efforts. I don't want him making any refurbished robots out of those parts. So, that Foreman unit handles most of the high-level AI algorithms, freeing up the processors on the smaller units, which allows them to act with a greater degree of sophistication. Assuming you consider hammer this and drill that sophisticated, that bag of bolts won't cause any more problems for a while. There are still things about Steele's robots that do not make sense. His AI algorithms must be so far beneath me that they're incomprehensible. Well, I could use some more AI chips from my research. Go retrieve an assortment for me, will you? Good. Now, find one of those repair stations. Robots in the area will occasionally walk up to them for checkups, so be sure you don't get spotted. You must sabotage the station just before the robot interfaces with it. Once it malfunctions, you can grab the undamaged memory core without a fight. That should be enough memory cores for my research. Now, I want you to install them into one of my Oolong robots. Don't worry, it's in the name of science. Well, that was interesting. I'll have to make some additional changes to the memory interface to compensate for the... well, whatever. I'm sure you don't care. Time for some brilliant treachery. Take this holographic image modulator and use it on a knocked-out mechanic. This will scan his appearance and apply it to you. That should let you sabotage a Steelworks repair terminal. The next time a Steelworks robot comes near it, it will be disabled, allowing you to simply remove one of the memory cores I require. Excellent! Getting rid of those gnats will make Steelworks much more vulnerable. Without that custodian to handle the micro-drones, Steelworks' aerial defense will be weakened. Steelworks' airspace is protected by flying micro-drones. We need to destroy the factories that produce them and the custodian units that control them. That will clear the airspace from my drones. With fewer of those communication robots, Steel will have a much harder time controlling his robot force. Finding and taking out the communications foreman should keep those robots pinging their servers for a while. Steel's robots are far too organized. We need to disrupt their coordination efforts. Scour the Steelworks facility and take down as many of the communication robots as you can find. The lag! That was the wireless connection, not me! Attack, you stupid robots! Initializing robot restoration field. My favorite! Initiating thrust attack protocol. Overriding attack protocol. Launch electrical attack. Hurry and take Steel down. His reinforcements are on their way. Steel's destroyed their synaptic relays. I'll have to manually control them. Well, aren't you just everything a criminal mastermind could hope for? I must admit, that was rather cathartic. I hate competition. With this tech, I'll be able to research how Steel managed to block my future spying. Nobody scrambles my TV. I've done it! The defense system is compromised. Steel's workshop is vulnerable. Oh, I want that research. Meet me inside. Hurry up! How dare that amateur Steel have the audacity to develop counter-technology that creates interference with my future spying devices. I must find out how he did it. Or will do it. Future spying is tricky business. Undetected, I've shipped in a number of containers filled with Oolong robots near the Steelworks factory. Brilliant, yes! But Steel is obnoxiously clever and has repurposed many of his construction robots into BattleBots. These robots are 100% battle-ready, so expect resistance. Get to the Steelworks factory complex in Metropolis and check in with my lead robot unit. It's about time for a hostile takeover. No! My robots! Get him before he spoils my plans! Finally, this shield is down. Take care of this tech. The security shield is disabled. Get this tech out of here. I've hacked into this terminal. Take this tech over there so I can teleport it out.